Although Yucca in Coral Gables is presented as a venue of Cuban cuisine, executive chef Guillermo Veloso's cooking represents a confluence of several Latin and Caribbean influences. Consider his entree. It features rabbit, which is sautéed, braised, and deep-fried, served with a mole-like sauce.
Chicharrón de conejo. Chicharrón de conejo. Chicharrón is a typical way in the Caribbean, Cuba, Puerto Rico, of eating things like chicken and rabbit. It's basically fried, real crisp fry. What we're going to do with this is we're going to braise the rabbit till it's nice and tender, and then we're going to put it in the fryer just long enough to crisp it, but not to get it greasy or anything like that.
The saddle, front, and back quarters of the rabbit are seasoned with salt and pepper and dredged in flour.
Shake off that flour really well. And put some clarified butter. And we'll start browning the rabbit.
The rabbit pieces are turned once during the browning stage.
So get it nicely brown. Take the rabbit out. In the same butter, we'll throw in some diced carrots, onions, scallions. We'll do a little bit of chopped garlic in that. Saute it up a little bit. We'll return the rabbit to the pan. Deglaze that with a little bit of red wine. And we'll cover the whole thing with stock. This is chicken stock. You could use rabbit stock if you have enough bones to make a rabbit stock, or even a light veal stock would be good for this dish.
Braise at 400 for an hour and a half.
The sauce is it's a variation on a typical Catalan or Spanish sauce where they use bitter chocolate a lot in that part of the country, in that part of Spain. We're going to combine it with a typical Latin sauce, which is called a mojito. It's basically a marinated onion sauce with cilantro. So we'll start off with some red onion. Diced or minced.
Also, fresh cilantro.
Just loosely chopped. It doesn't have to be too finely chopped.
First, the onions are softened in olive oil.
Some chopped garlic. We'll add some lemon juice to this. More or less about a couple of tablespoons. All right, at this stage we'll add the cilantro. We're going to deglaze the pan with some red wine. Not too much, about a cup's worth. And some Godiva chocolate liqueur, or any kind of chocolate liqueur you might want to use. We're going to add some demi-glace. Rabbit demi-glace would be preferable, but beef or veal is fine. A little bit of chopped tomatoes. Letting that reduce.
Shaved bitter chocolate is added.
A little bitter chocolate goes a long way in this dish. Meanwhile, we can start our salad for the dish, which is a simple salad. Start off with a simple dressing. Very simple dressing made with some mayonnaise and some Dijon or whole grain mustard. In this case, it's Dijon.
Watercress is used. Also, ripe avocado.
A bit more diced tomatoes to this. We'll add some pitted imported olives. These are Kalamata. And we'll dress that with this dressing. Nice simple mustard dressing.
Just before presentation, the braised rabbit was deep fried for about 5 minutes at 375 degrees.
We'll arrange our crispy rabbit, or chicharrón de conejo, around it. Serve our bitter chocolate and mojito sauce. We could garnish this dish with some caper berries, which are a Spanish imported product. They're kind of salty like capers, but kind of the texture of an olive. And we like to drizzle that with a little bit of infused olive oil. A little bit of diced pepper for color. That's the dish.